Hey there, so I figured I'd just make a quick video on how to break your junk food habit, specifically while driving, but some of these tips would be helpful to try to break your junk food habit in general. And I know what it's like when you're driving long hours. It's like it just breaks up the monotony to just like have that thing to snack on. So here are a couple of things I know personally work for me. And again, some of these tips you can use to try to break that junk food habit.
With the kid coach?
With the kid coach, by the way. My kid coach is right here. So one of the
Making
things...
checks on her magazine, her American Girl magazine.
Yes, she is very busy looking at her American Girl magazine. So one thing that you can definitely do is, I'm not a huge fan of sodas, but I do find that on a long drive, the bubbles, and I'm not talking regular soda, a diet soda or a seltzer. I particularly go for the Sevia brand, which is all natural. It's sweetened with stevia. And I like the Sevia ginger ale or the Sevia cream soda. The bubbles kind of keep you awake, and they also tend to distend your belly a little bit, which is why they're not so healthy. But on a long drive, they will give you the feeling of being fuller, and it does keep you awake and break up the monotony of the trip. So I would try to start to do that and maybe pack one of those with you and try to just drink, slowly throughout your trip. The second thing is a little harsh, but it's just the bottom line. Just don't buy the stuff. Just don't buy it. Like, what happens? What will happen? You get in the car, you start driving. The worst that'll happen, you break down and you stop and you get something, but don't set out already setting yourself up for failure by buying the junk food in the first place. You're walking into the store, you're consciously purchasing the items. Don't do it. If you don't involve yourself in that premeditated act, that's going to help you break the habit for sure. I know it's harsh, but I'm here to coach. And sometimes what I say isn't what people want to hear, but it's hopefully
And the kid coach is here.
And the kid coach is here. So next thing that you want to do, and again, this is something that I know helps me, is brush your teeth. Brush your teeth. Anytime you're feeling that sense of like, oh, I do want to have some junk food.
Scrub every tooth.
You heard it right from the kid coach. Scrub every tooth. Brush your teeth. You have that nice fresh breath. You're going to have less of an appetite. You're going to have less of that need to want to grab some junk food and ruin your nice, fresh, minty breath. Last two tips. One is, if you are going to schedule a long drive, it's coming up, you can reserve that time and choose that one thing to binge on. I shouldn't say binge, to indulge on, again, as a very planned part of your overall nutrition. And what you want to do is start to say to yourself, I'm not going to snack on junk foods all week, because on Friday when I hop in the car for a 4-hour drive, I know I'm going to have a bag of chips. And that's going to be my indulgence this week. Or I know I'm going to have a couple of chocolate chip cookies, or whatever it is.
Stay healthy.
So you can plan that indulgence ahead of time, and then you can look forward to it all week, and you can kind of coach yourself through the week saying, I'm not going to indulge in junk food now because I've already planned it out for Friday. And that way you can really enjoy it guilt-free. And then the last thing is maybe just trying to replace some of those foods. I mean, if it's just a matter of having something to snack on, maybe it's not as gratifying, but pack some carrots, pack some cucumbers. I am a big fan of just like a nice crunchy apple, and that usually does the trick for me. It's sweet, it's crunchy, it's cold, it's refreshing, and it takes me a while to eat it. And when you eat an apple, all that fiber, again, it does fill you up, so it will satiate you a little bit longer throughout the trip. Those are the tips I got from me and the kid coach. Who knew? Okay, peace out.